Hi, children. Welcome all of you to our next video. The last video, which comes under segment C reading, and that is under Unit-02 wit and humor. So, in the previous videos of the Dear Departed, you thoroughly enjoyed the quick punch given by the father to his two daughters. So that is called the wit. Children, as I told you, wit is the clever intelligence or the quick way of acting to the situation and creating humor or creating one kind of comedy. Immediate intelligence according to the situation, what we take a decision or a perception, that is called wit. In most of you, you have that wit. And humor, all of you know. One should have sense of humor. People say always. So this wit and humor, though they are seemingly synonymous, they are very important in life. So we saw in the previous one-act play how beautifully the humor was created and how, in a witty way, the old man took the decision. So in the present story, this is also a story, children. See, first one is one-act play and this one is a story. Generally, story means you all love, no? So story writing is also very important. All of you know in your 10th standard, hints are given to you. Based on hints, you should develop a story. You should give a title followed by a moral or a line, bottom line, what we say, the topic sentence. That is most important. For that, you need to listen to stories well. To write a story, first of all, you should be a good listener or a good reader. So now what you will do in this video of The Brave Potter, that is the story name, you first listen to this video and watch the video. So that what happens, you tryly, slowly, you create a story of your own. That we will do anyway, don't worry. So now coming to the story, let us first know the whereabouts of the storyteller. Who is the storyteller? So the here is not the author. Margaret Sheik. I think he is from Vietnam. Actually, it is not given. So probably I think this storyteller is from Vietnam. There is a country, one of the Asian countries. And he was very much interested in telling folk and mythological stories of Asia. Folk stories, stories related to the villages. And mythology, you know all of you, the Puranas are the old characters, isn't it? So these are all called mythological stories. And he traveled across many Asian countries and collected interesting short stories from various countries and published them in English. So not only India, I think he traveled Japan, China, whatnot, all the stories he collected and translated them into English. So to know more about Margaret Sheik, you can Google. Okay, children? And he translated many famous Indian folk stories also into English. Indian folk stories, our own folk stories. You know, you go to Rajasthan, one folk style is there. You go to Bengal, another folk style. Or you go to Odisha or Tamil Nadu, Kerala, whatnot. You have different folk styles. But this present story, what we are discussing, this is our very own Telugu story. Naturally, stories, children, are bedtime stories. I told you once, stories, there is no logic. They are meant for enjoyment. But one thing, when you listen to the story, the listener or the reader gets imaginative. So imaginative means creative. They themselves think in their mind, whatever the story is being narrated, listening to it, you can create that beautiful pictures in the mind. But that depends on the ability of the storyteller or the narrator. That is most important. Some people say story, Abba, stop, re Babu, we think. But this story is very interesting, very funny also. You can't imagine like this type of twist will happen. Such a twist is there, children. Okay, so this is all about Margaret Sheik, the great storyteller, and this is a Telugu story, character from our very own Andhra Pradesh, India. And now we are going to plunge into the story. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, the curtain is unveiled. Sir, story, no, sir, no scene, no. You imagine. I keep narrating. Okay, right. So long, long ago, so long ago, some place, don't know the name of the country, okay, but a beautiful forest area, village side, and it was a dark evening, and the sky was full of clouds. Like, see, for past 1 week, we are also getting huge rain, no? Imagine such type of weather. And it was starting to rain. Sky was full of clouds. Once again, children, yeah. An old tiger ran through the rain for shelter. Don't know where the tiger came from, but it was looking for the shelter. Probably it came out of the village, I mean from the forest, and entered the village, outskirts of the village, not exactly the village. And it was looking for shelter because it was raining, downpour continuously. And then what happened? It found one old hut. Then there what happened? No? It was an old woman's hut which had a leak. So it went under the hut, not inside the hut. Children, don't try to understand. It went under the hut. That means a small, the hut means you don't know, like this, some small thatches, they came down. It went and it laid down just. And what happened? There was a big leak in the hut. Thatch would know, actually the thatch is what we say, isn't it? With that the hut was made, the sticks and all. There is a big leak, hole is there, and from that water is falling. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. It was falling there. That is a leak. Don't think leak means something else. When the tiger began to fall asleep, the tiger was tired completely. He thought, oh, thank God. Luckily, I am not drenched. By the time the tiger was drenched, now in order not to get drenched more, it went towards the hut and outside the hut only. What happened? It fell asleep. Then suddenly what happened? No, the tiger heard a woman's voice complaining the leak in her hut, and it was terrible. She also complained aloud that she would rather meet a tiger than have the leak in her house. See, that means that old woman, she was speaking to herself only, nobody else were there. This stupid hut, useless hut, how many days I am unable to cover this leak. Better, sorry, not cover this leak. That word was not used. Instead of this stupid leak, no, I would have met the tiger in the forest. See these words. Tiger heard it. Here some of me think, sir, how tiger can understand language, sir? That's what I'm telling you. Don't take the logic in the story. You enjoy. Children's story, no. Personification, very simple. Our figure of speech is there, no. Narrators and writers, no, they make anything to speak. So it is left to our imagination. Imagine tiger can understand or tiger can speak English for the time being. Now you see what the old woman was telling inside to herself, the tiger heard. Oh, so probably this leak seemed to be a bigger animal than me. Oh my God. What, that woman was not afraid of me? So how dare she was telling? It would better to meet a tiger rather than having this leak in the hut. Oh my God. He was doubtful whether they were all not afraid of him. Slowly he fell asleep. Then what happened, The tiger fell asleep there. So this is the first scene, Nana. So the scene started in the evening and the tiger kept on thinking and it fell into sleep. On the afternoon of that day, what happened? No, and the afternoon, next day afternoon, a potter had drunk wine and no longer felt tired and thirsty. He had asked his wife for some palm wine. Afternoon of not the next day, that day only. Actually, the scene started with evening and it went into night. Their first scene completed. But now come back, don't go front. You just come back. That afternoon, what happened? In the village, one potter was there. All of you know who is a potter, one who makes pots. That fellow, he was very much tired after making many pots. So he asked his wife, come on, serve me that palm wine. Palm wine, palm trees wine, that white color substance, isn't it? So he happily drank that wine. to his heart's content. Happily drank. And he felt that he no longer felt tired. When the rain has started, the potter suddenly remembered that he had left his donkey tied under a tree. And this what happened? No, he suddenly got, oh my God, my donkey I kept here somewhere. I tied under the tree. It was not found. Oh my God. He told his wife, hey, wait, I'll go and fetch my donkey. Okay? No, no, don't go, please. Dear, don't go. It's raining. No. Hey, shut. I'll go and fetch it. Wait, he said. And he was shouting and he went outside the village. He went outskirts. He went there at the outskirts. That hut was there. Try to understand. That old woman's hut was there in the outskirts. When he reached there, because he drank too much, no, a drunkard, the person one who drinks, what happens to his, buddhi, what we say. So in the darkness, he found his donkey was happily lying at the hut. Was it a donkey, children? You know, all of you, what happened. By that time, it was night time. Now, from afternoon to night, we came to that scene, try to understand. So, his eyes showed tiger as his donkey. See the beauty. Then he went there. He reached the old woman's hut and mistook the tiger for the donkey. He couldn't notice the difference between a donkey and a tiger as he had completely drunk. Now you see, he kicked and bet the sleeping tiger. Now what happened, the tiger thought in this way. See the fun. Oh my God, who is kicking me behind? Get up, you stupid donkey, get up. He was not in his senses. He lost his wits, stupid fellow. He was kicking. Now see the tiger. Oh my God, what the woman was grumbling inside. Probably that is the leak which had come to me and kicking me. Oh my God, the tiger thought. See, this fellow was kicking and the tiger's thoughts, you see, other side. The tiger shivered with fright and wanted to do as the leak said. The potter jumped onto the frightened tiger's back, ride it home and tied it up with the iron chain. See, sir, that fellow not at all in his senses. He sat on the tiger thinking that he sat on the donkey. Come on, go where I'm saying, go. He was shouting that, sir. Okay? Tiger gently followed what the potter was telling because tiger didn't know that he was a potter. Tiger's thoughts was that the women's words only, leak. That means tiger didn't know what a leak really is. So that leak is this fellow only, tiger thought. So simply it obeyed what the potter instructed him to do. Don't know, like that only. In that rain only, both of them drenched. This fellow took the tiger and outside his hut, he brought a big iron chain and he was telling, wait, you stupid donkey. An ordinary rope won't work for you. I will tie you with this iron chain and I will see how you will go. Come and wait. And he tied the tiger with that iron chain. See the fun. Imagine all of you. What happened next morning? And after saying what he did, fully he lost his senses, no? He went and fell down and slept. Tiger thought leak bound him, completely tied him. That was the day. Next day morning, villagers who passed the potter's house looked in amazement at the tiger tied to the tree. Oh my God, what a brave potter, This fellow, he tied the tiger to the tree outside his hut. What a brave potter. Oh, they started shouting, amazed. And this news went like anything. People started praising the courage of the potter. They thanked them because the tiger had eaten many of their goats and buffaloes. They had tried to catch the tiger for many years but had failed. But the potter couldn't understand how it all had happened. That fellow woke up. The villagers didn't believe the potter's story. They even praised him for being modest. He became famous for his bravery because he came out, his wife and he was shivering like anything looking at the tiger. All were saying, oh, how great you are really, how great. No man in the village could do. You alone could do. Ore, what greater stupid fellows. I don't know. I thought that it was donkey and brighton. I say, why are you telling like that? You don't know the bravery of yourself, Ra. You are so great. You are so modest. Modest means you know, no, they are shy type. No, I'm not like that. Even though they do, they don't know I didn't do anything. Like that, that fellow was telling. He was shivering looking at the tiger, such a big tiger. No, you are like the god to the village. One villager started telling how many goats, buffaloes were eaten by this stupid tiger. At last you could tie it. You are great. You are great. Like that, like heaps of praises. This fellow could not listen to them. Like that, they started praising. At one point, he was shouting at the stupid idiot villagers. Try to understand. Che, all those are yours only. Don't honestly scold like that. You don't know about your bravery. You are such a great brave potter, and we mistook you all these days. Okay, the people who met him called the brave potter. Everybody started saying you are the brave potter. A few years later, a war was broken out. The enemy army was very much stronger. The king gathered a large army, but he realized that it was not enough to save his country from defeat. He needed a hero to lead his army and heard about the brave potter from his ministers. See, Nana, where exactly this village is there, this brave potter and his wife living, that village belonged to one kingdom. The other part of the story I'm telling you. Now we are coming to the interval. Now what happened, This news spread to the king's court. Somebody went and said, and the king was very sorrow. He was in deep sorrow. Minister said, what happened, sir? Why are you like that? We got news from our spies that our enemies, they are camped in the outskirts and they are going to attack us. But in our kingdom, great heroes are not there. Warriors are there, but I am afraid that we cannot win this war. I need a hero who is, oh my God, I just can't tell, very brave to protect our kingdom. That's it. He was telling his ministers. One man came into the court. Good morning, Your Majesty. Yes, tell me what happened. We got one great hero in our country. Oh, is that really? Who is that? A potter. I laughed. A potter. How warrior. Majesty, you don't know the greatness of that brave potter. And that fellow narrated the whole story of the brave potter. Like how he brought the tiger, how he tied outside his house to a tree, all these things. The king was amazed. Immediately called his soldiers. Come on, where are you? Come on, go and get that man. I want that man. He is the warrior. He is going to defeat the enemy and bring that winning shot for us, the victory for us. Come on, go and get him. That's it. Soldiers all started to the house of brave potter to that village with a big army, big fleet of soldiers. I mean, platoon of soldiers they went. Okay, they all started going to the village. They reached the village. All the villagers were looking at him. They were praising. Oh, see, the king sent the soldiers to the house of a potter. We told you, Nora, you are not ordinary potter. How brave you see. You are getting so many ornaments and all. You see, the king sent. They all came. And the main head will be there, no, the commander. He came and entered the hut of the potter. He wanted to say something to him, but the potter was shivering. His wife also, hey, wait, why are you shivering? Then the commander entered the hut of the potter. What happened next? Here is introvert children. What, in one video only all? No, catch me up. Don't read, okay? In the next video. What happened next? See you in my next video. Until then, bye.